Some words have the power to shift your vibration, but a rare few possess the force to transform your entire existence. Thoth did not carve his message in stone for it to be passively read. He intended it to be lived, embodied, and manifested. Those who grasp these 13 lessons do not simply adopt a new way of thinking. They begin to vibrate differently, and the universe, obedient to frequency, responds in kind. Everything you perceive as solid, fixed, and beyond question, your body, your thoughts, your emotions, your voice, the chair supporting you right now, the very air surrounding you, and the unfolding of what you call life is nothing but vibration. When your personal frequency falls out of alignment, nothing functions as it should. Dreams stall. The mind spins in unrest. The body deteriorates. You attempt to alter the outer world, but unknowingly continue to emit the same inner discord. Thoth named this condition the invisible prison, and within the Emerald Tablets, he left the keys to its escape. He revealed that vibration is not merely the material of reality, it is the sovereign force that determines who governs it. Those who fail to master their own vibration will inevitably be ruled by the vibrations of others without exception. Understand that what you are about to hear is not meant for entertainment. It is a tool of alignment. The 13 lessons are not theoretical musings, they are the engineering of energy fields. If you absorb and apply them, your vibrational field will shift, and when your field shifts, reality is compelled to follow. But know this wisdom was never intended for the masses. It was left for the few who feel in their bones that something is deeply wrong with the world, and who understand that the correction begins within. If you are one of them, listen not just with your ears, but with your heart, because your frequency is about to rise. Yet to rise demands awareness, and awareness of vibration is what the modern world sorely lacks. We are submerged in frequencies that drain, distort, and distract news engineered to provoke fear. Social media designed to cultivate endless comparison. Words flung carelessly like invisible toxins. Without realizing it, most slip into a life of unconscious vibration. In that dull frequency, dreams decay into anxiety, purpose transforms into a burden, and life itself reduces to mere survival. This, too, is no accident. It is design. The masses are trained to forget their own vibration, for a mind severed from its body and a body severed from its soul are easy to enslave. But the Emerald Tablets were preserved for those who choose to awaken. Thoth did not speak to the crowd. He spoke to the individual whose soul had begun to stir, the one who senses that reality holds hidden layers, that matter bends to energy, that thought is not the summit of existence, that there is something deeper, something that vibrates. This is the call, to recognize reality as an energetic field organized by the frequency you emit. You do not attract what you desire, you attract what you are, and what you are is dictated by what you vibrate. These 13 lessons have remained hidden across the centuries, but never lost. For those destined to find them would not need to be taught, they would simply remember. You will realize that this is not merely information, it is remembrance. What Thoth encoded in stone you already know within the core of your being. You only forgot. And for those who forgot, he spoke not through ink, not through paper, but through eternal stone, safeguarded by symbols, metaphors, and silent frequencies. Thoth did not leave behind a book, he left a living code, a roadmap for those prepared to remember. The Emerald Tablets declare with crystalline clarity the first and greatest principle upon which all others rest. Everything vibrates, nothing is still, everything moves, pulses and responds. What Thoth revealed was never just a philosophical idea, it is an immutable law, an invisible architecture underpinning all that we see. Those who master their own vibration find no need to control the outer world, for the world itself bends, willingly, to the frequency they emanate from within. As I am to you, God, through my knowledge, so shall you also be gods of the future because of your knowledge. This is what Thoth inscribed, and this is precisely the power we are now reclaiming. The 13 lessons you are about to receive are not scattered ideas, they are fragments of a complete energetic system, transmitted across civilizations in silence by those who chose remembrance over oblivion. And now, this knowledge has reached you not by chance, not by fortune, but because your vibration summoned it. You tuned into it. You called it forth. Now, listen closely. Write it down. Memorize it. Breathe it into your being. Manifest it. Lesson 1. Everything is vibration. If everything vibrates, then everything responds. This is the first and foundational teaching. The reality you call matter is nothing more than compressed energy vibrating at particular frequencies. The chair beneath you, the wall in front of you, the body you inhabit, the thoughts streaming through your mind, the voice you use, all are intricate patterns of vibration arranged by density. What appears solid to your senses is merely vibration slowed down. When Thoth revealed that vibration forms the structure of all existence, he handed us the master key. Those who understand this stop wasting energy trying to control external matter. They work directly at the level of vibration, the source of all manifestation. Your life doesn't change when the external rearranges itself. It changes when your frequency shifts. If you seek to transform what you live, you must begin where all creation begins, in vibration. Lesson 2. Consciousness tunes reality. It is not the external world that defines your experience. It is your own consciousness tuning into a frequency that determines the reality you perceive. At every moment, you adjust your energetic field through what you think, what you feel, and what you believe. That field, in turn, emits a signal, a resonance that aligns with the field of the universe. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are, and what you are is the sum of what you vibrate. Thoth taught that the external world is nothing more than a vibrational mirror of the inner world. Raising your consciousness is not some lofty spiritual goal. It is a practical shift in the station you're broadcasting to existence. Change your consciousness, change your frequency, and the outer world must respond accordingly. Lesson 3. Emotions shape matter. The vibration that most profoundly shapes your reality is not thought, it is emotion. Your emotions are not random inner weather. They are energetic forces that collapse potentialities into tangible experience. Fear, guilt, and anger drag your frequency downward, distorting your field into patterns of limitation. Love, gratitude, and clarity elevated, refining your energetic signature. Modern science confirms what Thoth already knew. The heart generates an electromagnetic field vastly stronger than that of the brain. The heart knows, Thoth taught, while the mind only analyzes. It is the heart that commands vibration. Feel something deeply, and your field becomes radiant, magnetic, precise. This is why thinking positively without feeling does nothing. The universe responds not to your words or intentions, but to the vibrational signature of your emotion. If you wish to alter matter, begin by feeling the reality you wish to experience before it physically manifests. Lesson 4. Inner balance creates outer harmony. Nothing in the universe remains in chaos for long. Everything seeks equilibrium. Everything yearns to return to balance. If your life is surrounded by disorder, it is not because the world outside has gone mad. It is because something within you has lost its center. Thoth inscribed this truth with clarity. Emotional imbalance is the root of physical chaos. When you lose your center, the body falls ill, relationships fracture, decisions sabotage your own path. All disorder, all sabotage, all emotional storms are born from an internal vibration that has strayed from the center. Yet, the most extraordinary revelation is this: balance does not demand effort. True balance emerges naturally the moment excess dissolves, the moment you cease resisting, controlling, forcing. In that surrender, you return to your center. And when your vibration stabilizes, reality reorganizes around you effortlessly. For the universe does not respond to your wishes. It mirrors the consistency of your vibration. Lesson 5. The channels of vital force. The vibration you emit does not arise solely from your mind, nor merely from your heart. It flows through your entire body, coursing through subtle channels of vital energy. Thoth called these pathways the currents of life. Today, many traditions speak of them as Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, the invisible rivers that carry your life force, keeping your frequency alive and in motion. When these channels are blocked, energy stagnates. When they flow freely, you feel clarity, presence, and a deep alignment with your soul. It is possible to think positively and yet still vibrate scarcity if your energetic pathways are clogged with tension, fear, or neglect. Conscious breathing, intentional movement, and cultivating inner silence are the tools that unblock these rivers. When energy flows again, your frequency naturally rises, and reality once more begins to respond in harmony. Lesson 6. Sound is the architecture of creation. If everything is vibration, then sound is among the most potent instruments you possess. Thoth wrote, "Sing thou the song of freedom." And he did not speak in metaphor, he gave a literal instruction. Sound carries form. It structures the invisible fields. Modern cymatic studies reveal what Thoth already knew. Sound frequencies create geometric patterns in water, in sand, in matter itself. The universe was spoken into existence through vibration, and you continue shaping your life in the same way each day through the sounds you emit. Your words create waves. Your voice alters the energetic field. Even your silent intentions have tone. Sound is vibration in motion, and when used consciously, it realigns, heals, and reorganizes reality. Speak with truth. Breathe with presence. Sing even in silence, for the universe is always listening. Lesson 7. The flower of life is the vibrational code of creation. The universe listens because it was designed to respond. And that design has a name, the flower of life. Thoth revealed that the structure of existence itself rests upon this sacred pattern. Every line, every curve, every repetition in the flower of life reflects an essential frequency. It is not merely a beautiful symbol, it is a mathematical code, a living vibrational language that unites atoms, cells, galaxies, and your very soul. This pattern contains within itself the blueprint for all forms, all sounds, all proportions. It is the mirror of expanding consciousness. That is why you feel a silent recognition when you see it, why so many civilizations carved it into stone. The flower of life is not just a symbol of creation, it vibrates as creation. To meditate with it, to breathe with it, to feel its rhythm, is to tune your own vibration into resonance with the pulse of the universe. Lesson 8. the inner fire that transmutes densities. Yet not all vibration is light, and not all transformation begins in peace. There is within you a fire, a silent, living, burning force. It is not anger, nor mere impulse. It is the power of transmutation. Thoth called it the all-burning force. This fire consumes fear, doubt, and attachment, but it burns only what no longer serves your evolution. When ignored, it becomes internal destruction. When consciously cultivated, it becomes pure ascension. This fire has burned within you since your birth, waiting, responding only when you stop resisting and surrender to its purifying embrace. Every density can be transmuted. Every wound can become light. You need only allow the fire to do its sacred work, to purify you. Lesson 9. Polarity as the path to ascension. All vibration moves between opposites, cold and heat, light and darkness, masculine and feminine. Yet Thoth revealed a deeper truth. Opposites are not adversaries. They are not forces in conflict, but rather two poles of the same underlying current of energy. Light and darkness, expansion and contraction. Life and death each is but a different expression of a singular force, viewed from opposite ends of the spectrum. To understand this is to move beyond the illusion of division and to see the hidden unity that governs all things. You are not here to fight your shadow, you are here to integrate it. The more you resist polarity, the more it controls your vibration. But when you accept it, welcome it, and understand it, something extraordinary happens. Balance. And balance is not neutrality, it is power in harmony. Vibrational ascension is not achieved by fleeing from pain, anger, or doubt. It is born when you recognize these aspects and overflow them with light. To integrate polarity is to stop swinging wildly between extremes. It is to transform contrast into consciousness, to vibrate in wholeness. Lesson 10. Time is a vibrational field. If you feel trapped in the past, it is not because time has confined you, it is because you are still vibrating at the frequency of a former version of yourself. Time is not a line, it is a field. The frequency you carry determines the point where your consciousness is anchored. Thoth revealed that time is a force that separates events, but does not imprison them. Time does not move. What moves is consciousness. Modern physics is beginning to uncover this same truth. Past, present, and future coexist as vibrational layers. You cannot change your past by retracing steps, you change it by altering the frequency that binds you to it. Shift your vibration, and you gain access to other realities, other paths, other versions of yourself. Time bends to frequency. Lesson 11. Earth as a living vibrational being. You do not walk on the earth, you walk with her. Thoth taught that the earth is a living organism with her own consciousness and pulse. Every beat of your heart vibrates in resonance with Earth's magnetic rhythm. Every cell in your body holds the memory of the ancient clay from which you were shaped. Every time you disconnect from nature, your frequency becomes entangled in the artificial noise of the man-made world. But when you slow down, walk barefoot, breathe with the forest, your energy realigns with the original rhythm of life. Earth is not a backdrop, she is a mirror. What you emit, she amplifies. Reclaiming your connection with her is essential, for no one ascends in frequency by escaping the earth, only by learning to vibrate with her. Lesson 12. Pure intention as the frequency of manifestation. Not all thoughts manifest. Not all desires create. Only the vibration sustained by pure intention has the true power to shape reality. Thoth taught that the universe responds to coherence, the perfect alignment between what you think, what you feel, and what you vibrate. Intention is not what you want, it is who you are when you desire. If your intention is born from fear, attachment, or urgency, it fragments your field, but when it comes from a heart aligned with truth, it magnetizes the universe itself. You do not need to plead or force. You need only to vibrate authentically, because truth has a silent yet undeniable frequency. And it is that frequency the universe recognizes. Manifestation does not happen when you impose. It happens when you align. Lesson 13. Silence as the supreme channel of vibration. All vibration is born from silence. All creation begins in the void. The most powerful sound is the one you have not heard but already feel. Thoth knew that silence is not absence, it is origin. It is the sacred space where frequencies organize before they take form. That is why the ancient masters sought stillness not to escape the world, but to shape it from within. In silence, you hear the field. In silence, you feel the vibration before it crystallizes into reality. The chattering mind blocks it. Stillness reveals it. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Listen to what has no sound. It is there, in the sacred space between thoughts, where your frequency is purified and creation begins anew. And when creation begins again, everything around you responds not by chance, but by inevitability. You begin to notice certain people drifting away. Without conflict, doors open where once there were only walls. Ideas emerge from the silence. Solutions flow effortlessly. Time itself seems to slow down. Yet nothing out there changed. It was you who changed within. The vibration you sustain becomes a new energetic password. And only what resonates with it can enter. That's why peace sometimes feels lonely at first, because the new frequency is still cleansing the field, recalibrating connections, reorganizing your reality from the inside out. What seemed like blockage was only misalignment. What seemed like bad luck was merely low frequency. And what you once thought impossible starts to unfold. You feel it. You sense it. You remember, life doesn't happen to you. It responds to you. Everything moves when you move internally. Everything reorganizes when your frequency rises. And once that happens, you never return to what you were before, because you experience viscerally that it is real. And once you truly feel it, no illusion can convince you otherwise. But feeling it once is not enough. The field doesn't respond to moments, it responds to what you sustain with consistency. This is where most falter. They touch a higher frequency for a few days, then fall back into the same habits, the same emotional triggers, the same old vibrations. When reality doesn't immediately change, they claim the teachings didn't work. But the truth is, it wasn't the knowledge that failed, it was the inconsistency that interrupted the field. Thoth made it clear, vibration is law, but the ego craves speed while the field demands stability. Those who chase quick results without inner transformation will remain trapped in the cycle of frustration. Manifestation isn't force, it's frequency. And frequency requires presence. You don't need to be perfect, you need to be truthful, authentic in what you feel, coherent in what you think, conscious of what you vibrate. Most people hold back because they wait for signs before aligning, but the signs only appear once alignment has already begun. If you desire results no one else has, you must access frequencies few can sustain, and that is your advantage. Because if you have made it this far, you are already doing what almost no one does, keeping your awareness awake even while the world sleeps. Because those who stay awake begin to remember, and in remembering, They realized they were never the body, never the name, never the story, nor the pain they carried. All of that was only the costume. You have always been the field, the frequency behind the form, the vibration that organizes reality. Thoth wrote that the body is a vehicle, a sacred instrument, but it is not you. It is merely the tool your consciousness uses to experience time and space. And when that remembrance returns, everything changes. You stop identifying with scarcity, with anxiety, with the past. You start vibrating as who you truly are, a creative source. Reality doesn't happen to you. It emerges from you. Every word you speak, every emotion you nurture, every intention you sustain, each is writing the next scene of your life. You are the vibrational architect of your path. And once you truly understand that, guilt dissolves into responsibility. Fear transforms into power. The world doesn't need to bow before you can transform. It is your vibration that commands the field. It always has. You are not here merely to survive. You are here to vibrate at such an authentic, conscious, and pure level that the entire universe reorganizes itself around you. The 13 lessons of Thoth are not just an invitation to reflect, they are a spiritual technology for practical transformation. Applied in the silence of everyday life, they change everything. The way you speak to yourself, what you tolerate, what you attract, what you emanate, even when no one is watching. Your frequency doesn't depend on what the world gives you. It depends on what you decide to sustain, even when everything seems to fall apart. It's easy to vibrate high when life flows smoothly. But it's when everything shakes that your true frequency is revealed. You don't need to control everything. You only need to align. And when you align with who you truly are, reality has no choice, it must obey. As above, so below, as within, so without, as is the universe, so is the soul. This is the purest essence of the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus. Always remember, the universe doesn't hear what you say, it feels what you vibrate. If this message awakens something in you, strengthen that vibration now. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications to continue receiving content like this. Comment below. I vibrate with awareness. That simple act already reinforces your intention in the field. And if you feel called, share this message with someone who is ready to step out of the illusion. Click now on the video appearing on your screen to continue your journey. It was hand-picked to take you even deeper. Remember, your vibration is the seed of your destiny. What you emit today shapes the world you will inhabit tomorrow.